please do not cry, my dear. Your daddy is so very here. She paused a moment to listen to a haunting tune. Disco glanced down and saw that his cheesy son was working, so he continued. And if any pony causes you any harm or fear. He thought about what he would do if anything happened to his daughter. Then I will bring them pain and drown them all in chocolate rain. 'Cause I am your daddy, Disco, and you are a part of me? What the frig? It's supposed to be a piece of me. And you are a piece of me. The filly giggled in delight, clearly enjoying the sun. She clapped her tiny hooves for Ma. Disco smiled down at her. Oh, simple spawn of mine, without you I will be so lost. I will stick by your side, no matter what the tragic cost. Our crazed imagined thoughts, I want to give you and me our strength. 'Cause you are my daughter Screwball, and you're gonna sleep right now. The lullaby took its effects. I don't know how it's supposed to go, so I just did it like that, and I thought, meh. That's how I've been reading it. But I probably wrong, knowing me. The lullaby took its effects as Screwball let out a yawn and closed her eyes. He gazed in awe as she instantly sucked her hoof. He would have given her a pacifier, but he knew it was useless, considering she had eaten the last 3. So he laid her in her crib, careful not to wake her. He picked up her stuffed dragon, Sir Fansalot, and slid it under her free foreleg. Then he gently tugged the He then gently tugged the quill Applebum had made over her small body. Hold on. And then after this, I'm stopping reading because the heartburn is really annoying me. Smiling, he leaned forward and lightly kissed the filly on her forehead. Perhaps he was not such a bad father after all. When he teleported back into bed, he announced to his wife, "Our baby can fly." Fluttershy's side still had half asleep. Of course she can. Oh, sorry. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it, heart! Stop it! Well, it's not actually the heart, it's more like the chest. It's just... burn! I've hurt my hand! The wall's nice and cold. Ow, my hand. I'm leaving my hand there for a bit. Fluttershy's side still half asleep. Of course she can. Despite the complications, Disco and Fluttershy loved their newborn filly. She had a contagious laugh that was a combination of joy and sneakiness, much like her father's. Her powers, while making her difficult to deal with, were actually quite entertaining. Once she had learned to teleport, she and Disco took the game of peekaboo to new heights. She would often get restless, but Fluttershy was able to calm her down with her tenderness. When that did not work, she would use the stare on her. Disco was grateful that the filly had not inherited its immunity. The biggest issue was finding a babysitter. While Pinky was the most eager, not even she could handle a filly's unpredictability. Rainbow Dash had to rest up for her delivery. Twilight was too busy on her studies, and Verity was too occupied with her store. Applebum, Sweetbelle, and Schooloo had tried, but not even the 3 normal ponies could control this powerful, ecstatic infant. Sorry. Applejack proved to be the best babysitter, even with the assistance of Spike. As she had to raise Applebum from infancy, she had the most experience, though her sister could not do her magic. Even though it was a pain searching for her whenever she disappeared, she would not lose her patience and actually found ways to calm the filly down. The cargo considered her quite adorable. Y'all want some pie? Yeah, it's returned, people. Y'all want some... You know, is that going to become a meme at some point, guys? Because I want it to happen. I want it to turn into a meme right now. Go on, do it. I demand it. And then I want it linked to me. I demand that you all want some pie should be turned into a meme. And my ruling is over. And then I no longer am the girl that continues to say you all want some pie. So, "You all want some pie? I wish we had one," she said once she had once said while cradling her. She had forgotten that Spike had been standing right next to her. "What? What? No. Spike! I'm Spike! What?" Screwball was excited about her powers, not realising how unusual it was for a filly like her, and she got most excited whenever Dinky was over. As Fluttershy had promised, she and Dip would bring their daughters together for Playdates. For Playdates! Stop it! Screwball so adored her little playmate and was fascinated with her funny yellow eyes. She would stare at them for ages and wonder what the unicorn was looking at with one eye or the other. She would amuse her playmate with her powers, making their toys levitate and circle in the air. Dinky would clap her hooves in pleasure. The only magical surges the unicorn had were when her pacifier, the same one Screwball had given her when they met, was in the hospital, was out of reach. "I really need to stop and take a breather." When Rainbow Dash's twins arrived, Screwball was given 2 additional playmates. They were fraternal twins, a boy named Thunder Dash and a girl named Lightning Dash. They both had their father's light blue coats and their mother's violet eyes. Thunder's mane was streaked with blue, black and purple, while Lightning's was red, orange and yellow. Screwball took an immediate interest in their wings, finding them similar yet smaller to her mother's. The 2 could fly before they could walk. Screwball was a little over a year old when she had discovered this, and was just learning to walk on 4 legs herself. She was able to fly at their age too, but she noticed that she did not have wings. She also realised that their eyes looked in the same direction, but she already knew that Dinky's eyes were unique. Some point at this age, she met a pony she had never seen before, and jumped back at the sight of her. Her short curly mane was purple with streaks of white. Her coat was a light pink. But it was her eyes that interested Screwball the most. They were different. They were nothing like Dinky's. She seemed to have no blackness in her eye, only a purple swirl. Screwball reached out to touch the filly, and at the same time the filly reached out to touch her. Their hooves met, and Screwball flinched at the smooth texture she was feeling. It was not a hoof, it was glass. Her parents had already observed that Screwball seemed quite intelligent and understanding for a foal her age, and it did not take long for her to conclude that the strange filly was indeed her. So that was when she knew. Fluttershy found her daughter sitting in front of the full-length mirror and flew down to her. "So there you are," she said, reaching her hooves out to her. "I've been looking differ." What kind of thing was that? How did I be with Screwball again? I'm trying to remember. Screwball! I'm Screwball! Differ! No. I think the other differ was alright. Differ. Yeah. Differ, Screwball uttered. Her mother blinked in surprise. "I apologise, people. I want to do more chapters, but this heartburn is making it difficult, and it always seems to come at the most inconvenient of times." Her mother blinked in surprise. She had gurgled a few words before, her first one being Dinky, much to Discord's displeasure. He had hoped it would be Dada, but this was new. "What did you say?" The foal pointed to the mirror. "Differ." Her hoof then tapped at the reflection of her eyes. Am I finished yet? No, I've got millions of more lines to go. As Screwball grew older and developed better speech, she began noticing other things that were different about her. Her diet was the first indicator. Her friends always stared at her when she drank her sip cup instead of the milk inside it. Her playmates, their mothers, and her own mother did not do the things she did. Objects did not appear out of nowhere on their command, nor did they just come to them from afar. Nor did they just come to them from afar. It happened to Dinky, but not as much. She noticed her father did the same things as her frequently, even more often. Ah yes, her dad. She was only starting to realise how different he was from the other ponies. His size, his shape, his appearance, his behaviour. She only saw the contrast whenever her mother or one of the other ponies was next to him. When she was 4, she finally approached her parents about this. It was after they had read her a bedtime story that she asked, "Mummy,
Screwball. This is 5-year-old Screwball, but this is 4-year-old Screwball, so... Screwball! Okay. Mommy, Daddy.
Yes, I'll tell you this now. It's really hard to get into Screwball and then get out of Screwball. Yes, dear? Her mother responded softly.
Why am I different?
Disco and Fluttershy paused, their smiles disappearing as they shared a look. You're not different, honey, her father insisted. You're just... unique.
Like your friend Dinky,
Fluttershy added.
She don't do magic,
Screwball said.
Not like mine. Twins have no magic. None. Why me? Why my eyes different?
Her mother glanced to the side.
Sweetie.
The filly pointed to Discord.
Daddy very different.
He winced. Screwy, I think you...
Why?
The couple looked at each other and sighed simultaneously.
Yes, my love,
Fluttershy said.
You and Daddy are different. As you may have noticed, I am a Pegasus. Your father is a Draconicus.
Screwball tilted her head.
Like Uncle Spike?
Her mother laughed.
No, honey. A Draconicus. They are wonderful, majestic creatures with incredible powers that can bend reality.
Yeah, I'm almost finished. Disco put his paw over his heart. My dear, you flatter me. Yet your flattery is an understatement. I am the spirit of chaos and disharmony. It is my duty to make the world less boring with my little quirks. After all, what would this world be without chocolate? Rain. Oh, sorry. After all, what would this world be without chocolate rain? Screwball squealed and kicked his nose rapidly in agreement.
Anyway, Fluttershy continued, it is very unusual for two different creatures to marry. So when your father and I fell in love, no pony really approved.
Sorry, heartburn again. Ow! Heartburn really hurts. Oh, I'm just patting my chest for a bit. There we go. I'm almost done and then I can stop. Where was I? No pony really approved.
We found a way through, however, and had you. You look like a pony, but you have your father's powers. There's never been such a pony born before.
What your mother's trying to say is, Discord interrupted, leaning forward to brush his daughter's hair, you are special because you are a product of two species. Two creatures who love each other very much despite their differences. He smirked as he wrapped his tail around Fluttershy and pulled her closer. She was startled at first, but then laughed and kissed him on the snout.
Your father's right, she said to the filly.
Well, duh, Discord huffed. Of course I am. She nudged him playfully in the ribs with her elbow.
Don't you worry about being different, honey. Your eyes, your powers are what make you special.
The Draconicus leaned forward. And there's no pony more special than our little Screwball. The filly smiled, assuring them that her words had helped. After her parents had kissed her goodnight and turned out the lights, Screwball closed her eyes and sighed contentedly. Special. That's what she was. Special. Thank God I'm done, because I've got heartburn and I don't want to continue. I apologise, I actually do want to continue, but I'm not going to because it's freaking heartburn. I love you all. Good night. Well, actually, it's not nice, but good morning or good night, wherever you live. Good afternoon, good tea, good dinner, whatever, good breakfast, good lunch. Did you have a nice supper? Did you have a nice supper? Remember to brush your teeth. I'm going insane. I am a crazy person. I am crazy. Nobody knows why, but I just am. Right, goodbye then.